Okay, welcome back everybody. Today we're going to move on from footwork and we're going to do some point in line exercises. You're going to need a couple of things now. Tape in order to make a marker on a wall. I'm going to be using this pen for camera reasons, but you can just take some tape and put it about your eye level on the wall so you have something to aim at. And then you're going to need either a sword, if you manage to grab one to your home before or this quarantine and social distancing things began, or if not, a broom handle or any kind of stick will do. So for the first thing, we're going to look at our stances. The stance we're going to be using today are the Zweihängen, or you might think of it as flug and ox. So the first exercise is simple. You start by going into a flug, your pointing towards your target, and just stand there for 20 seconds, look for a good feeling in your body, look that your stance on your legs is good, that your sword is where you want it to be. My flug is this. Some people might want to have it in front, some might have it lower, but for me it's here. And after you've been in the flug for 20-ish seconds, you move on to the ox. And here, same thing, look that your wrists are not bent, that your point is towards the marker on the wall, or for me, the center of the pel. My legs are good, I'm not leaning backwards or forwards, and then just wait here for 20-ish seconds. And once you're done, you do the same exercise on the other side. Here, standing in flug, point towards the target, and then ox, same thing. So for the next thing we're going to do is that we're going to do a simple change of guard. So simply standing in a flug and then moving your sword up to an ox without your point going around. So try to have your pointing at the same spot for the complete rotation. Bam. If this feels very hard to keep the point in line, you can start by placing the point into your target, and so you get to lean a bit. Don't lean too much because then this won't help you. You can just rest the point there and then go into a good ox, into a good flug. And then you can step away a bit and do the same thing without touching the target. So do it 15 times on this side, so from left flug to left ox, and then 15 times on the other side, going from right flug to right ox, without the point traveling too much. Do this 10 times each side. So for the next thing, instead of staying at the same side, we're going to be staying at the same height. So basically, just moving from flug to flug. And then the next one, moving from ox to ox. Notice that I have to change my legs when I'm doing this, and to make it easier you can push your sword in front while you're changing the guard here. If you want to make it harder, try to keep the sword close to your body, but still try to keep the point in the same position as before. This becomes more of a coordination exercise when you bring it closer to the body, since usually in fencing we would extend the point and then turn. Do this 10 times each side. Good. Next we're going to go across. So instead of changing down here or up here, we're gonna go across from flug to ox. This is the most useful one of these. This is something that happens a lot when you're thrusting, especially from flug. You want to wind the sword into the opposite hengen to catch your opponent's blade after you've thrust them. The exercise is simple. We stand here in flug, now extending the hands and then turning into an ox and changing legs once we arrive to ox. And then we come from ox, extending our hands, turning, changing, pulling back to flug. And try not to wiggle your point around, try to keep it towards the opponent at all times. With this, it helps if you focus, especially if you have a sword, focus on your front hand while doing this, so the sword turns a bit easier with the hand that is closer to the guard. If you try to move it with this one, it just wiggles it around a bit more. So do 15 times this. So that's 1. And then 15 times from the other side. That's enough. After you've done this, we have one more exercise for you for today, which is we're going to move from, now we're not moving across anymore. This is more of just an exercise instead of being a very useful thing. You move from flug on the left side, up here, then you go around here, then you go down here, and then you come back. And this you can try to make a bit quicker, but try to still have good positions in between. That's all. Thank you for watching and stay safe.